afternoon. My name is Charles Lehman and I'm at the University of Alabama in Huntsville. Today I will discuss Josiah Gorgas. Josiah Gorgas was one of the most capable officers in the Confederate Army. Gorgas served as Chief of Ordnance of the Confederacy. From the very beginning of the war, Gorgas understood the South's armament requirements and how to address ordnance deficiencies. In short, Gorgas had the mind of a businessman. He inventoried and organized supplies, established a plan to sustain arms and munitions, and found innovative ways of increasing production and availability. He did this despite the increasing challenges facing the Confederacy, including the Union's destruction of railroads and blockades. However, even with Gorgas's brilliance, ordnance expertise, and excellent business-like skills, he faced post-bellum economic troubles. His life after the war is an example of how even Southerners who held high positions before and during the war felt the economic, social, and emotional effects that war brought on the South. Gorgas's postbellum life also serves as an example of how many Southern officers faced post-war times with perseverance, the same type of spirit they displayed in their fight against the Union. Following the war, relying on his expertise of working with iron during the war, Gorgas decided to pursue the iron industry. After looking at 4 potential iron works to purchase in Alabama, he bought the Briarfield Iron Works, 45 miles south of Birmingham, and moved his wife and 6 children there in 1866. During the Civil War, the Union Army had destroyed the iron works. Gorgas bought the iron works with the intention of rebuilding it. However, he failed to count the cost that it would take to rebuild, modernize, and operate the mill and ironworks. In a January 13, 1867 journal entry, Gorgas said, "We are a good deal in debt, and I think the stockholders are somewhat alarmed at the prospect before us." One of the fundamental problems was that there was just simply no market for iron, and Gorgas did not have the capital to wait for the market to come back. In the end, the toll of keeping the ironworks operating wore on him, and his business ended in failure. In 1867, Gorgas said, "My life has been one of hope and fears for the past 4 months. For the most part, I have lived in a state of profound depression, which has made life a burden to me. Whether this is wholly due to the evident condition of our finances here, I cannot tell, but I am certain that for no imaginable recompense would I live this life over again." Briarfield Iron Works would not be Gorgas's last experience with financial difficulties. Following his failed business, Gorgas did not give up, but embarked on a new path in 1870 by teaching and serving as Vice Chancellor of Sewanee University of the South in Sewanee, Tennessee. Gorgas continued to struggle with personal finances. In addition, he made several references in his journal to the economic problems that the college faced as it tried to rebuild following the war, much like other colleges in the South. Even with increases in enrollment, the college still struggled at times to keep its doors open. Although Gorgas planned on making his home there, the Board of Trustees dismissed him in 1878. Fortunately, Gorgas had a friend who served on the Board of Trustees at the University of Alabama. Gorgas left the University of the South to serve as the president of the University of Alabama from 1878 to 1879. Although this was the highlight of Gorgas's post-war career, it was short-lived. Serving less than 2 years as president, Gorgas resigned due to failing health. Gorgas and his family were well loved at the university, and the institution continued to provide a place to live an income for Gorgas and his family as he lived out the last 4 years of his life. Gorgas died May 15, 1883. Of note, his wife Amelia remained at the university where she served as librarian for over 20 years. The main library bears her name, the Amelia Gale Gorgas Library.